What's up, everybody? Jed Johnson here from dieselcrew.com. Of course, you know they call me Napalm. And today, I'm going to be talking about the best way to train grippers. This is my opinion, of course, but you have to remember I've been doing this over 20 years, and I've been working directly with people or virtually with people for over 10 years, coaching them and helping them reach their gripper goals. So the first thing that I'm going to say is that you have to have more grippers than just, say, the 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, etc. When you think about it, if you go by the RGC rating of those grippers, those jumps are about 20 pounds a piece, more or less. Now forget what the numbers are that Ironmind assigns to them. In grip sport, we go by the RGC rating, which involves setting up a gripper like this with a tool on the end of the gripper, and it measures how much force it takes to touch the gripper handles together. So, you need a bunch of grippers. If you think about it, you're not going to build your squat or your bench press or even your curl with giant jumps between the weights. You're not going to train 135 and expect to get to 225. You're not going to train with 25-pound dumbbells and expect to get to 50s. You need to have incremental jumps. So, what I usually recommend is that you get your hands on grippers that are about 5-pound jumps in between the grippers, and this will allow you to gradually, over time, increase in your gripper strength. I think it's imperative. And the way Canon Power works, rates grippers and sells them, you can easily outfit yourself with the grippers that you need to make those steps from where you're at now to where you want to get to that next gripper. Now, I'm not saying that you have to go out and buy 20 grippers that are all rated. What I'm saying is you want to get about 5-pound jumps so that you can gradually work your way up. And the gripper market is still so good that once you're done with a gripper, if you want to get rid of it, you can sell that gripper to somebody else, especially through gripboard.com. So, once you have those grippers, what's the best way to do it? Well, you want to think about low reps and high intensities. So what does that mean? I'm going to suggest no more than 3 reps per set. And I'm going to suggest that you focus on grippers that are about 85% of your 1 rep max on your gripper. So I don't have the math right in front of me, so let's just use some nice, easy numbers. If you're currently closing a 100 gripper and you want to develop your crushing strength, then you would work with something that's probably about 85 to 90 pounds. And I would suggest something more like 90 or even 95. That's what I would do, and you would work with very low reps, okay? That's your loading. From there, I would suggest that you work on your weaknesses. So is the weakness your set? Is the weakness your sweep? Is the weakness your close? The drills that you would choose in your program, you'll select them based on what your weaknesses are so that you can improve your set, you can improve your sweep, i.e. your speed on the sweep, or just work on that end, that final end range, that last quarter inch that gives people so much trouble. Think about it, guys. If you're working with a really light gripper, you're going to be able to close that even with bad form. So the last thing I'm going to talk about is to make sure your form, your technique, your set placement, the angles are all perfect. You need to have perfect form on your grippers in order to maximize your gripper training. I've got other videos here on my channel, even a video that I did last year in last year's 31 days Q&A, where I talked about how to set the gripper in like 5 minutes. It'll show you everything you need to know. Now guys, over the years, I have developed some of the best resources you will ever find for bringing up your grippers. I want you to check out the description box, because one thing I put out over 10 years ago was the Crush DVD, How to Dominate Grippers. So, in that, I go over everything that we just talked about in more detail. Your technique to make sure it's correct, your training drills and how to select them to bring up your weaknesses, as well as how to train them effectively so that you're bringing up your crush. The next thing I want to tell you about is cadence-based training. This is a complete 8-week training program that you can get for about 40 bucks. And it lays everything out that you need to know in order to hit your grippers hard and bring up your gripper training performance over the course of 8 weeks. It's going to help you out tremendously if you focus primarily on grippers and don't try to train a whole bunch of other things. It's a 2-day-a-week program, and I don't recommend anybody really do more than 3 days a week. So if there's other things that you're highly interested in, you can train those in between in that middle day. But at the end of each week, there's essentially a heavier gripper day and then a technique day where you're working on improving your skills for each part of the sweep and bringing up your weaknesses. So I encourage you to check out the description box, make a purchase today, get one of those products. They're going to help you out tremendously. Some other things that I want to talk to you about before I go. This is the first video in the 31 days of Q&A. I'm going to be doing these all throughout the month, so make sure you subscribe and you don't miss any videos. If you are a new grip enthusiast, then you want to make sure that you subscribe right away. I've got some amazing information coming your way this month that's going to help you out tremendously, and it's going to help clarify a lot of things that can be somewhat confusing about grip training. If you have questions that you'd like me to consider for the 31 days of Q&A, you can put them in the comments section, and I will screenshot them and hold on to them until I'm ready to cover them. I do have a lot of stuff planned already that will just help you round out your knowledge and get started with this stuff on the right foot. But if there's something that you specifically want to ask, please feel free to put it in the comments section of this video or any other video. And finally, if you are new to grip, I have a completely free 8-week program that'll walk you through a whole bunch of different grip challenges and expose you to a lot of awesome things in the world of grip sport and grip feats. And you can get that free if you go into the comments section and write 8 weeks, just 8 weeks. And what I will do is give you a link. You'll be able to go there and download this free report. Again, completely free, and it'll tell you all kinds of stuff that's going to open your eyes to what's out there about grip training. Because it's not just grippers, guys. Sure, this is the gateway drug to grip, but I want to show you what else is out there. So go into the comments section, put 8 weeks, and I will get you that free report. Thanks for watching the video. I hope it's been helpful. Check out the description box for those products. They will get you going in the right direction and help you maximize your training time. There's no need to try to reinvent the wheel or go through all this trial and error, guys. I've got it all figured out for you between Crush, Total Gripper Domination, and my 8-week program, cadence-based training. It's going to get you where you want to go. Thanks a lot, everybody. All the best in your training, and take care.